We want to bring in the former governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo. He's, of course, also currently running for mayor of New York City. And Governor Cuomo, this is, of course, a very difficult day for New York City. And I'd like to start there. Have you spoken with the families of the victims? And, of course, there was one NYPD officer who was killed.
Thank you. Good to be with you, Cassie. It is a very sad day here in New York, and as your reporting points out, 345 Park Avenue and that location is really in the heart of Midtown Manhattan. I've been in that building many times. I visited that floor many times. So it's especially poignant for New Yorkers who are in Manhattan. They know that location, and everybody can relate to it. Our heart breaks for Officer Islam and his family, a pregnant wife, 2 sons, and the other victims. Of course, people are giving them privacy today, as it should be, but all New Yorkers feel this. It resonates with everyone.
Do you plan to attend Officer Islam's funeral?
Yes, depending on what the family wants and what arrangements they make, if appropriate, yes.
And have you spoken with Mayor Eric Adams about this?
No, I've not spoken with him about this event.
You are, of course, running for mayor, challenging Mr. Adams, as well as Zohran Mamdani, who, of course, won the primary. Let's start with the mayor. How would you evaluate how he's responding to this tragedy?
You know, I think the mayor, the NYPD is doing everything they can. I mean, you look at the incident and what happened. To me, this nation's law on assault rifles, assault weapons, is just bizarre, Cassie. We've seen it over and over and over again. When I was governor, I passed a law that bans assault rifles, nothing more than 10 bullets in a clip. The nation at one time had a law that banned the sale of assault rifles. That law lapsed. They've been unable to reenact that law. I don't understand it. An assault rifle poses a tremendous risk. You can have a clip of 20, 30 bullets. Doesn't even allow the law enforcement an opportunity to intervene while they're changing magazines. And then you put mental illness together with an assault rifle, and that is that's TNT. That is dynamite. And listening to Mr. Miller talk about the laws in Nevada, it's too easy to buy an assault weapon or get around different state laws. It's frustrating in New York because you couldn't do it in New York. And I believe the law that we passed actually saved lives. And by the way, I passed that law with Democrats and Republicans. We had a Republican Senate at the time. But you can't stop someone from driving into the state with that weapon, which is what happened here, and it's happened on several other occasions.
Well, and to that point, I mean, this man was able to get into this building. This is not the only building of its kind. I mean, New York City, Midtown is full of them. What does the city need to do to protect those places?
Yeah, well, the specifics of how we got the gun into the building, that has to be looked at and researched, and how we got past the security that was there. That's going to have to be looked at. And it's been a wake-up call, I think, for New Yorkers in general. You know, policing has become a very politicized topic in this city, as it has in many other cities across the country. We went through the whole defund the police movement and the demonization, if you will, of policing and the NYPD. And this is a real reality check. And it brings you back to earth that the NYPD, God bless them, and God bless the job they do. They are heroes. They put their lives on the line every day. And New York is the big stage, for better or for worse, for good or for bad. You have people who come here to make a statement. You had the Mangione case where he came and to kill a leader in the health industry because he wanted to make that point. And that is particular to New York, but it happens. It will continue to happen. And if you don't have a strong police force, the best in the country, then you're going to see these types of incidents continue. You can't stop everything, but you have to do the best that you can.
If you were to be elected mayor, considering, as you've laid out, the importance of the police force, would you keep the current NYPD commissioner, Jessica Tisch? Would Jessica Tisch be your NYPD police commissioner?
Yeah, I think she's doing a very good job. And I think there's been a dramatic turnaround. There's been a lot of change and corruption in the police department here in New York City over the past few years. And she came into a very difficult situation. She stabilized the department and has gotten good marks across the board. I think it's now about adding police to the force, because I mentioned before, this whole defund the police actually reduced the police budget in New York. I think you have to I have a proposal to add 5,000 police officers to the force, which would bring it up to the level that it was in the 90s. And they have to have more support. They've come under a lot of scrutiny, a lot of demonization. They've been called horrific names. It's gotten to the point where the NYPD has trouble recruiting officers, and that's a totally different situation. The NYPD had the reputation as the nation's finest. I believe they still are. You had many people who wanted to get onto the force. There was a waiting list years long. And now the morale is so low, you have record attrition, and you have not enough people actually to fill a recruitment class. So that has to be changed. More police officers, and then change the morale of the force where they get the respect that they deserve.
Do you think your opponent, Zohran Mamdani, would a Mayor Mamdani help or hurt the morale of the NYPD?
Well, look, if you look at his prior statements, I think it would definitely hurt. Literally, he has said he was part of this defund the police movement. He has said that the police are a threat to public safety, that they are racists, that he would dismantle the police department. So these are all very harsh statements. I think it would be very hard to recruit police. Who would want to work for a mayor who basically did call the police officers racist? I think he would aggravate what is already a bad situation. And I don't think he understands the importance of the NYPD and the importance of public safety, and something like this happens. And then it really is a reality check for all this political theory and political hype that we have going on in this country, with the extreme left postulating these theories that have no connection to reality.